What is up, YouTube? How's everybody out there doing today? It's snowing. I'm stuck at the shop. And yeah. I don't know how the hell I'm gonna get home right now. What is up, YouTube? How's everybody out there doing today? I hope you guys are having a fabulous freaking day. Look what we got on the freaking lift here, guys. My kids, 2006 Chevy Cobalt SS. And we're gonna reiterate some of the things that we've done with this car so far to catch everybody up in speed, especially people that haven't seen the previous videos, because I've noticed there's a lot of comments. You guys got to watch the videos. You do. There's a lot of comments in the videos, the newer videos of me being told, or my kid being told to do this mod and that mod to the Cobalt. But it's already got mods, guys. If you watch the original videos of this car, you will see that this car is modded. We'll go over that real quick for the people that haven't watched the previous videos. But it's a little cold in the shop here early this morning. My kids, Zach's already at school, so he's not here right now. And it is snowing its ass off. It is winter. It's snowing its ass off, which, like, you can see it out the window. Like, look out the freaking window. It's snowing. It's been snowing like crazy here in Pennsylvania, which hinders a lot of what I can do, unfortunately, because my truck's down and stuff, which we will be making another video about my truck. We're going to be talking about a few things. I've run into a kind of a roadblock on the Duramax build, and I kind of been questioning a few things on the Duramax build, and I think we might be going another route. So do me a favor, subscribe, hit that notification bell as well to keep updated on the Duramax build. I know there's a lot of people out there that want to hear about the Duramax and what's going on, but it's some good news and it's some bad news, but it is what it is, and I got to do what I got to do to get that truck back on the road. And some of you might not like it, and some of you might like it just because it's getting back on the road probably sooner than later. So we'll be talking about that in another video. So like I said, subscribe, hit that notification bell. So here with the 2006 Chevy Cobalt SS supercharged, we'll go ahead and pop the hood. 119,000 miles. I hurt my back the other day, guys. Might have to go to the VA, I don't know. Or a chiropractor or something, because my back is killing me. Freaking can't even bend over. So basically, my kid bought this car really cheap, and it had some issues. It was had some codes. It had some oil spitting out the exhaust pipe like crazy. We ended up finding out that it was just the PCV valve in the intake manifold was the issue with this car, and that solved the issue. We did a video on replacing that. We did a video on seafoaming the entire engine, putting seafoam in the gasoline as well, which worked out pretty well. We are now on our second tank of gas after the seafoam. So the seafoam is completely out of the fuel system, which is good. That's why we're doing this video today. For those that don't know, it does have supposedly an Intense Racing Stage 4 kit, which basically is 60-pound injectors with the conversion harness, a 2.7 pulley. I have verified, until we actually do some dyno tuning on this thing, which I do need to do, I have verified that this car is making about 17 pounds of boost in fifth gear. As I slowly get on it, it peaks out about 17 pounds. I'm not wide open throttling or anything of that nature. I'm not slamming the gas and being like, yeah, let's go for a ride. Because I do want to dyno tune this car once I can get to the dyno one of these days with all the other cars I need to get to the dyno. And it is making about 17 pounds of boost. So it's showing 17 on the gauge, which is good. I just noticed it did have a strut bar there too as well. And it has these beautiful, god-ugly freaking wheels. If there's anybody out there in the Cobalt world that would love to trade me a set of 18-inch SS wheels from, I guess, the 2008 and up SSs, they had 18s, with some damn good tires on it, I will be more than happy to trade you these wheels for that. These actually have good tires on it as well. These are 18s as well. These are the Motegi DP1 wheels, and they are hideous. I don't like them, but maybe somebody out there will like them. Like I said, if you have a set of beautiful stock SS wheels with good tires on it, not shitty tires, but good tires, I will be more than happy to trade you this set for that set. And I'll be totally happy with that. We have some bulbs coming from Last Fit Lighting, some fog lights and some headlight bulbs. And we might also have a set of aftermarket black stock looking headlights coming for the car as well in the near future, guys. But we're at the stage in this game that we're going to be replacing the spark plugs again since we seafoam the car. And I'm also going to do a full oil change. Now, bear in mind, this is the first oil change that I'm doing to this car since Zach owns it, or since he's been owning it. The only thing we did was, since it was leaking oil so bad, we did top off the oil with about 1.5 quarts of oil just to make sure everything was good to go. But we did not change the oil since the seafoam, and we did not change the oil since, or the spark plug since the seafoam. We decided to leave it in. In the last video, I said we were going to change it, but I figured, you know what? I'm going to leave it in there for a little bit. It's not going to hurt anything. And I want to put 1 full tank of gas in it to get the seafoam out of the fuel tank that was in the fuel tank before putting nice fresh oil in. Now, obviously, we're not going to be doing any more seafoam into this car. This car's been running superbly great. I can't tell you how happy I am with how great this car's been running. This pretty much is a done car, like finished, done, which is, in my eyes, freaking awesome, guys, freaking awesome. So we're going to go ahead and get this oil changed out, get the spark plugs changed out. The other thing we're going to do is we're going to show you the cylinders as well. In one of the first videos I made of this car, we took the borescope, Zach took the borescope, put it down the cylinders and showed the oil that was on the pistons. I'm hoping with the seafoam, and I'm hoping with this car running a couple hundred miles now, I'm hoping that oil is gone off the pistons and the pistons look different. So stay tuned, closer to the back half of this video, we're going to show what those pistons look like. So I'm kind of excited to see what they look like when we do the new spark plugs. We're just putting the BKR7E plugs in it. It did have BKR6 Iridiums, which I think were the wrong plug, but we are putting 1 stage colder in there, and they're just V-Power NGK. Very, very good plugs. Never had any bad luck with them. So like you guys know, the filter is up top. It is a canister filter. It's way down in there. We're going to go ahead and get it all settled up, drain the oil, and get it done. Let's get moving. All right, as you guys know, I want to give you a better view, but there is the oil filter cap. It is a canister oil filter. I'll show you what that looks like here. I'm sure some of you might not have never seen this before, so I definitely want to let you guys know what it looks like. That way, if you ever have one of these cars, you're like, oh, yeah, I've seen that before on DFR's channel. He showed us. But they don't have the traditional oil filters, like you see here. They have these canister oil filters. Maybe we can get a little screenshot here. There we go. Yeah, there, very nice, very nice. A little thumbnail. So they do have these canister oil filters instead of a regular screw-on filter. So we're gonna get that top off. Gotta get some tools and pull that thing out, put the new oil filter on, and then we're gonna put it up in the air and change out the oil. All right, guys, as you can see, that's a shitty looking oil filter, to be honest. It looks like it might have been in there for a while. It's all compressed and contruded and all messy looking. Thank God we got this new one here. So we're gonna go ahead and replace the O-ring right here with the new O-ring, and then pop this filter in and hopefully be able to get it in. It's kind of a bitch to get out, but it's tight. It's a tight little setup. All right, guys, always remember to oil the O-ring, put a little bit of oil in there, and this O-ring as well before putting it back in. That way you don't leave a chance of ripping one of 2 of these O-rings, which will cause issues. So make sure you put a little bit of lubrication, oil, blue grease, whatever, white lithium grease, it don't matter. Anything that's gonna keep that O-ring lubed up before reinstalling this filter. All righty, so we're currently draining the oil, and I want it to shine my flashlight through the oil. It looks like it's been in there for a while. It is not clear. It is it almost has like a milky kind of look to it. This is the original oil since we got the car. As you can see, you can't really see through it at all. It's pretty bad, pretty bad. So thankfully we're getting all that junk out of there. And once we put the new oil in, which is gonna be Mobil 1 synthetic, we're gonna go ahead and start it up for like 15 seconds or whatever, and let it run, and then we will change the spark plugs out. No leaks, no drips, no errors except up here, which is just because of me pulling that filter out. So we're gonna spray that down with some brake clean, get that rid of. And yeah, keep chugging and plugging, as Send Steve would say. All right, guys, let's get this thing back up. We actually put the oil in it already. I plugged the pan up, put the oil in it, and I noticed something. There's a few things I want to point out here for you guys. That freaking compressor is not one of them that I want to point out. There's something I want to show you guys. You guys are actually going to be very, very happy about this. Very happy about this. A lot of you guys said in the comments of previous videos that the fuel line right above the exhaust on these Cobalt SS's seem to have the nice tendency of rusting out and leaking. It looks like somebody has already taken care of that problem with some sort of possible aftermarket kit with rubber lines or something, or yeah, I guess plastic lines with compression fittings. So I'm going to assume that that issue has already happened, and somewhere along the line a mechanic or a shop or the dealership fixed it on this car. So don't got to worry about this car burning down, which is freaking amazing. The other thing I wanted to point out is if anybody is interested on these wheels at all, they are dual pattern. So they are a 5x110 and I think maybe a 5x114 possibly. I'm not really sure. You'd have to, these are like discontinued wheels, so there's no information on these Motegis whatsoever. But they are dual bolt patterns, so they'll fit an array of different vehicles. I figured also why I had it up in the air, the back tires, which are now on the front, the back tire tread looked a little bit better, as you guys can see here, compared to these tires, which were on the front. Now they still have some really good tread on them, but as you can see, they are getting a little low. So I want to rotate the tires for Zach as well, considering we're having all this inclement, stupid ass freaking snow weather going on and shit that I hate. That's ruining my life right now because I can't get to the dyno or anything, which sucks. The dyno cars, which I need a dyno. But yeah, I want to rotate those tires around and put the good ones up front and the, 50% ones on the back, 60% tread on the back. They look like they're practically brand new on the ones that I swapped over. So that's going to definitely help in the snow as well. Yeah. So next step is spark plugs and borescope and see what the pistons look like. All right, guys, top plate's off. I did not take the spark plugs out yet. I wanted to do that while you guys are watching. Everything's loosened up, coils are out. So this is the first time, keep in mind, this is the first time these spark plugs, these new spark plugs, after I put the PCV valve in, have come out since we seafoamed the engine, ran it around for a couple hundred miles to clear everything out. So I don't know what these things are gonna look like. I'm hoping there's not oil on them. And obviously we'll put the borescope down the cylinders as well and show you that. So we'll do this together, guys. Holy smokes. Might be running a little lean possibly. But as you can see, there's not a drop of oil on these plugs at all. I am running the BKR 7Es, NGKs, non-iridium. Let's get the rest of them out without losing a plug and check them all out here. Yep, there we go. There's another one. Another one. I'm going to be honest with you. I think we solved our oil issue for sure. And another one. These are practically brand new plugs, but I am going to re-gap new plugs, brand new pack, and put them in. Let's go get the borescope, put it down each one of these cylinders, and see if we still have oil in the cylinders. I'm hoping and praying that we don't, but we're going to find out here in a minute. Now, I am not expecting these cylinders to be 100% cleaned out, but we can do this with one hand, hopefully. I am expecting these cylinders to be pretty damn clean. We'll put it that way. I'm trying to put this somewhere where it's not going to fall over, but yet you guys can see what's going on as well. One-handed camera stuff here. You know what I mean? All right, so let's face that like that. Let's see what we got going on here, guys. Look with me. All right, well, I can tell you already that that cylinder's up at the top, it looks like. You can definitely now see the piston somewhat. Let's go into number 2 here. See what number 2 looks like. Ugh, kind of a pain in the ass holding this and doing this all at the same time here. There we go. You can't even see any reflection off the cylinder or off the walls like before. Before there was a lot of oil reflecting off the cylinder walls. A lot of oil on the pistons as well. There we go. Let's come here. Pain in my butt. That's what you're being. Pain in my butt. Like, you can't even see. Like, look how dry that piston's starting to look. Now, this ain't the best camera in the world, but look at that. That's the top of the piston. You might see it, you might not. But that oil looks like it is gone, which is awesome. Let's go into number 4 here. Last one. Clean piston. Look at that. Freaking clean. Can't even see the sides of the wall anymore. Before, you could see the sides of the wall. Can't even see the sides of the wall anymore. That is freaking awesome. Look at that. Well, it looks like that problem's solved, guys. It looks like all the oil is off the pistons, all the oil is off the cylinders, which is awesome. I'm freaking happy as all hell to figure that just a bad PCV valve was the culprit of this situation and nothing more. Like, that makes me so freaking happy, especially with a car that has 119,000 miles on it. Freaking awesome, guys. Freaking awesome. We're going to put this all back together, put the new spark plugs in, gap them to spec. Well, not the spec, but we'll probably gap them to like 28 or 26, 27, 28, 30, something like that. We got to figure out what they want for 18 pounds of boost and put it all back together, guys, and start her up and see what she sounds like. All right. There's one more thing that needs done, and that is the close the door, the oil reset, which is pretty damn easy to do. You press this little, you probably be able to see there's 2 buttons right here on an SS. You get it to where you're at. Yeah, this thing's getting 26 miles a gallon, by the way. Get it to oil life, and then you press the reset button right here. It's the button on the right. Hold it down. It should turn to X's and ice as possible. Come on, baby. Is it both of them, maybe? Maybe you have to both press them both down? No? There's another way to do this, too. Maybe it's both of them. No? Okay. Oh, got it. Lock horn on. This is a different menu. Unlock horn on. On. This is a different menu. Lights flash on. Delay lock. I don't know what that is. Auto unlock. Exterior lights. English. Okay. And the oil reset still didn't reset. So there's another way of doing this. I guess that's not working. I don't know. But what you do is you turn the key on like this, and within a certain amount of time, you press the pedal down 3 times. And then it goes to 100. So I guess this one likes the pedal down 3 times instead of the reset button for some odd freaking reason. I have no idea why. But there you have it. It is now reset. Let's make sure and double check. 100%. Go back to coolant. I like to keep an eye on coolant. We're going to start her up and see what she sounds like, guys. Whew. That's a pretty. That's a pretty. Still needs dyno tuned, but yeah, still needs dyno tuned. All right, a little bit of smoke coming out of the tailpipe there. Probably totally normal, to be honest. Like I said, the oil that's in the cylinders right now probably still isn't all out. We've only got a couple hundred miles on this car. It's not like we put 3,000 miles on it yet or anything of that nature. I keep loosening this damn screwdriver here, so I better get it out of there. I think that is it. We should be good to go and close. Future things I would like to do with this car is I'd like to get the cat out of it, obviously, for obvious reasons. I'd like to get a colder intake for it for obvious reasons as well. But yeah, it seems to be working fine. Seems to be working great. I'm probably going to give it to Zach here soon. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I actually enjoy driving this SS all over the damn place. I've been mainly driving it. Zach's been driving it a little bit, but I've been mainly driving it. But man, this is a fun damn car. I don't care what anybody says on the internet. I don't care what anybody says about it being a girly car or this car or that car. At least the SS model, we'll put it this way, at least the SS model. Maybe the regular Cobalts, maybe. But the SS models, like this is a really, really fun car to drive. And it handles like a freaking dream. Like this car seems like it'll do turns on rails. And that's one other thing I really like about it, is it does turn on rails. Like it is the suspension setup, the stock suspension setup, and I can only imagine what it would be like when I lower it. It just seems to work very, very well for this body type, and there's like no body roll or anything. Like it's a very, very badass car. I even told Zach, I'm like, maybe, you know, I'll keep it because he loves his Integra so damn much. Maybe I'll keep this car and drive it and get rid of the Honda Accord finally, you know what I mean? Get rid of that thing. And this will be maybe my new daily, I don't know. Comment below, you think I should give it to Zach and let him have it? Or you think I should hang on to it and just drive it to work and use it for my own stuff and mod it and stuff like that? I don't know. I mean, comment below. Let me know what you guys think. Other than that, guys, the video is over. Everything seems to be working out very, very well for the Cobalt SS. I'm very, very happy. I'm sure Zach's going to be very, very happy when he's out of school and I tell him what I did. Or he'll just see the video tonight when he's at work. I don't freaking know. Other than that, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Instagram is Diablo Formula Racing. Go check out my kid Zach at The Pool. And deuces, guys.